This lesson we want to solve applications of systems of linear equations or of linear inequalities. Our first problem. The receipts from a concert were $12,000. First floor seats sold for $20 and balcony seats sold for $15. If the number of those buying each kind of seat had been reversed, the receipts would have been $10,750. How many of each kind were sold? Let's begin by letting X represent the number of first floor seats. Then let's let Y represent the number of balcony seats. Let's see if we can write an equation using these two variables. So we would have 20 times X plus 15 times Y would be equal to $12,000. Because $12,000 was the total, first floor seats were $20, so 20 times the number of first floor seats plus 15 times the number of balcony seats. Now it says if they were reversed, that means the price of each would be reversed. So we'd write 15x plus 20y, and that would be equal to $10,750. Now, let's use the addition-subtraction method. Notice if I had a 60 here and a negative 60 here, they would cancel out nicely. So let's multiply this whole first equation by 3. 3 times 20x would be 60x. 3 times 15 would be plus 45y. And 3 times 12,000 would be 36,000. The second equation, how do we get from 15 to negative 60? Let's multiply by negative 4. Negative 4 times 15x will give us negative 60x. 20 times negative 4 is negative 80y. And negative 4 times 10,750 will be negative 43,000. So we go to add these together. Notice our x's will disappear nicely. So we get what? Negative 35y equals negative 7,000. Divide both sides by negative 35. Notice we get 200 here. So y equals 200. Let's go back to our original equation. We have 20x plus 15 times 200. And we wind up with 12,000. 20x plus 3,000 equals 12,000. Let's subtract 3,000 from both sides of the equation. So we have 20x equals 9,000. Dividing both sides by 20, so x will equal 450. So our answer, x is 450 and y is 200. So 450 would be the number of first floor seats, and 200 would represent the number of balcony seats. For our second problem, a manufacturer produces DVD players and compact disc players. The DVD players require 10 hours of labor to produce, and the disc players require 20 hours. The labor hours available are limited to 300 hours per week. Existing orders require that at least 10 DVD player and 4 disc players be produced per week. See if we can write a system to represent this, then draw a graph of the region representing the possible options. Okay, let's begin. Let's let X represent the number of DVDs. Let's let Y represent the number of disc players. Now, we're told that labor hours are available limited to 300 hours per week. So that means if we take 10 times the DVDs plus 20 times the number of disc players, that has to be less than or equal to 300 per week. We also have that at least 10 DVD players be made per week. So that means we have X has to be greater than or equal to 10. Finally, we have 4 disc players must be produced per week. So that means Y has to be greater than or equal to 4. Now because we only have positive values that make sense, we're just going to focus on quadrant 1 in the upper right hand corner. 10x plus 20y less than or equal to 30. Let's take 20y less than or equal to negative 10x plus 300, taking the blue equation and solving it for y. Let's divide everything through by 10 just to make the numbers easier to work with. 2y less than or equal to negative x plus 30. Now let's divide everything through by 2. So we have y is less than or equal to negative 1/2 x plus 15. So if x is 0, y is 15. Let's say if x would be 10, then we'd have negative 5 plus 15, so it would be 10. So we have 10 and 10. Okay, so we can draw the graph for that one. And since we have less than or equal to, let's select a point. Let's pick 0, 0 as our point here. If you put 0 in here, 10 times 0 plus 20 times 0, is 0 less than or equal to 300? The answer is yes. So that means our graph will look like this, including 0, 0, the origin. Also notice it does include or equal to, so we make that a solid line. Let's graph x greater than or equal to 10. Remember, if x equal to 10 would be the vertical line at 10. And we want x greater than that, so it would look something like this. Notice here that it includes or equal to, so it's a solid line one more time. Finally, we have y greater than or equal to 4. Y equal to is a horizontal line. So it would be everything above this graph. Therefore, our solution would be this region in here where all three of these are the same. As an example, it looks like we could pick if x was, say, 12 and 8. So if x is 12 and y is 8, 12, 8. If we had 12 DVDs, 10 times 12 would be 120 hours. 8 times 20 would be 160 hours. If you add them together, you wind up with 280 hours, which is in fact less than the 300, so that's correct. Notice 12x is greater than 10, and 8 is greater than or equal to 4.